Yes, I am indeed excited for 50 Shades Darker. If you told me I'd say that last year, I would have slapped you because I absolutely despised the first movie. The trailer for the first movie had me super excited, but then I actually got to the movie and I absolutely hated it. In fact, it was really hard for me even to get through the whole thing because it was so boring and everything was so bland and super awkward and it did not do justice to the book at all. I'm pretty sure I decided last year that I wouldn't be continuing with the movie adaptation, but then the trailer happened. And not the teaser trailer because that one was really weird and did not do anything for me, but then the actual trailer, I watched it, and when one of my friends told me that the new Zayn and Taylor single was actually made for this movie, I don't know, my interest just kept on gaining and now I want to watch it. Now, before you guys start yelling at me or asking me questions about why, or like more likely shouting questions at me, I just want to say that I believe the entire series features consent between Anastasia and Dorian in everything they do. I know people say that Anastasia is a victim based on the first book, but she gave her consent throughout everything, except maybe that weird paddle scene thing at the end, which I totally do not support and was definitely crazy, which is why we have a second book and a third book, which actually delves further away from everything that happened in the first book. So I'm honestly not completely sure why people are complaining. Like, I don't know if they just haven't read the book or they're just focusing on the wrong thing, but honestly, I thought it was fine. It was actually my first erotica that I read. This was like 11th grade or something, and actually I had no idea what I was going into when reading the book because I know there was a lot of hype about it, but I had the Barnes & Noble app downloaded at the time, and it was like one of the bestsellers on the list, and literally all it said was that there was a girl and there was a boy, and it was like an office romance type of thing, and that is really not an accurate description. I get that the person who wrote the blurb was trying probably to not give things away, but they didn't tell me anything, so I was completely blind going into the book, and that may be a problem because I was pretty young at the time too, but I mean, I have suffered no negative effects, so it's fine, but just like, so you know, that's what happened. I'm actually not sure if I would have read it if I knew what I was going into, especially like not at that age, although I was curious, so I mean, you never know, but it happened, that's how it happened, so I mean, you can't change that. One of the biggest things I'm hoping is that there won't be as many awkward sex scenes because there were so many weird ones in the first book, and it was just so weird to watch, and it wasn't even done well. I mean, yeah, I don't know if sex scenes can be done well, but they were just really weird because it's hard to get that level of kink like into real life in movie form. I feel like it worked out really well in the books, but in the movie it flopped. It failed and flopped and died like a dying fish out of water. It's not good, not good, and I just hope that the second one does not try to recreate that because it was not good. Although I feel like also in the second one there is less kink and it's more normal vanilla-y, not really vanilla, but like vanilla-y sex, so it should be fine. I mean, it probably won't be fine, but fingers crossed. And please, please, please tell me that the characters, or not the characters, that the actors and actresses have gotten better at acting because I feel like they were just really, really bad in the first one. I don't know if it's because they felt really awkward and weird about the type of movie that they were a part of, but it really ruined the entire movie. Like, I don't even know if it was self-consciousness or if like they were like just trying too hard to be Dorian and Anastasia, but they did not work it. It didn't work. Dorian just came off really bland and monotone and just meh, 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 and it was just really weird. You can't like that. You can't like that. Nobody likes that. Anastasia wasn't that bad. She was actually pretty good, but I mean, the entire movie, like the whole scene, the tone, everything, it was just, it tried too hard and it completely failed. I actually wrote a review on one of my older blogs, several blogs ago, on the movie and how much I hated it, and I don't even remember what I said. It was so long ago. Was it last year? Or no, actually it was probably like 2015 or 2014. Have I been saying that the movie came out last year for so long? Yeah, but no, yeah. Whenever that movie came out, I wrote a review. I just bashed the entire movie. Don't know what I said specifically, but the point is that I hated it. And I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen during this movie because my expectations are kind of high. Not like super high, nowhere near what they were with the last movie, but like this is like absolute hatred and this is my expectation. So I mean, it better like do that because I don't even have that many expectations. So if it fails that, that's just really sad. So I'm definitely hoping that I end up enjoying this and that it surprises me and goes way above my expectations, but Again, I know to not raise my expectations too much, so I just hope that it's a decent movie and at least I don't come out of it hating life and myself. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.